Hey guys, it's Spacey Sims, and we are back with more of The Sims 4 Fractured, which is our Disney Villain Legacy Challenge. And can I just. It's so funny. I'm looking at my notes and I'm like, oh, we have to get married for the legacy. And then I was like, did we ever get married? Right, no, I keep forgetting that we have a fucking wedding set up for these assholes. We're never gonna get to it. Like, I feel like I feel like we set up the wedding 100 years ago. And that's just because I haven't played the game in so long. I played last week, obviously. But that it's like, all of a sudden you're like, God, it feels like it's been forever. Because I did everything for 3 weeks, all in like a week and a half period of time. So like for 2 weeks I didn't play the game, so now when I come back I'm like, it feels like it's been 18 years. Also, it does feel like it's been 18 years. Thankless! Leona doesn't want to say please or thank you! Yeah, that sounds exactly like the Leona we expected, doesn't it? What's wrong with our poor precious Miles? Oh, our poor precious baby. Oh. It's gonna be so sad, because you're gonna be such a lovely fucking child. What in the is this? What in the hell? Okay. Well, I told you to eat, so he's fine. What's this? Listen to me! I'm not yelling at you, tiny bird. Because I was growling, so he's like, what the hell? You want to make a best friend forever? Well, when we send you to school tomorrow, we'll make you a best friend. Like, he's such a lovely human being. And he's gonna be, that's why he has to do. Oh, this save is so awful. Oh, you're like, oh, my lovely Sims, we're gonna have to throw you off a cliff, sweetie. I'm sorry. Sorry, Mufasa. But, well, and you know what I didn't realize? I named him, Miles was just the name that kind of came up when I randomized. But it is an M name, so that works. And Leona's only Leona because of Twisted Wonderland. You know, there's a part of me that wishes that we could have started this save after, and we could have just named all of our heirs, like, or whatever generation they were, off of Twisted Wonderland, just to kind of tie that in, because it would have been fun. But I do feel like, but then, like, you know what I mean? Kind of like we did here. So, like, there is no Captain Hook character, so that would have been whatever. You know. But then Micah wouldn't have been Micah. Micah would have been Edia, you know what I mean? And Simon would have been Riddle. But anyway. This was just a fun little throw-in, so. And because you never know technically who's going to be the heir when we have multiple kids. It's like, I don't know who's going to... Huh? Sometimes can't. I'm also... Oh, okay. All right, never mind. Thanks. I'm going to throw that away, but I couldn't, like, hold it and turn. I'm also working on it with a new mouse here. My old mouse broke. And so I had to get a new one. So I was like, all right. I liked the little Jellycomb one that I had, but it just, the battery always died on it so fast. And then sometimes, like, you'd put the battery in and then it still wouldn't work, like, even when you changed it. And then the buttons just got kind of janky. Probably because I dropped it one too many times. And I think I dropped it, and then, like, the buttons then, like, wouldn't really click right. And I was like, alright, well. So, yeah, it kind of just could put it... And the sad part is, I think I had 2 other mice before that one that didn't work. Well, one of them, the only reason it stopped working was because my stupid bird would, before I realized what he was doing, he would chew on the scroll wheel. Wow, that's loud. He would chew on the scroll wheel, so then you couldn't you couldn't turn the wheel, and then I was like, so then I had to get another one. Which was then also getting a little wonky and weird and didn't work quite right. So that one I still have. But I was like, I'm going to get a new one. So I got a cool LED one. So I didn't really, like, it just changes color. So it's got, like, all around the like edge, and then like through the little clicky button in the middle and the scroll wheel, you can kind of, not really the scroll wheel, but like, what's clicky button do? I don't even know what it does. There's like a clicky button under my scroll wheel. I have no idea what it does, but anyway. But I'm so stupid because I was like, oh, cool, it's LED. It'll look really cool with my computer with its LED lights. And then I bought it and I didn't realize it's not a battery powered mouse. You have to charge the fucking thing. And I'm like, what a pain in my fucking ass. So, like, that's gonna take some getting used to because I really fucking hate. That's why I don't use fucking wireless headphones. One, I'm fucking old, and it's like earbuds, like the wireless earbuds. My ear headphones always pop out. They don't fit in your fucking ear holes right, okay? Or then the ones that have the tubes and then you stuff. I don't like that. I like the generic, cheapy, fucking ye oldie fashioned earbuds. Just kind of like, maybe because that's why they fall out, because they just sit on your ear. They don't really like dig into your ear channel, because those aren't comfortable, and I don't like that. I don't like having things jammed in my fucking ear. Like, earbuds kind of just sit on the outer portion, you know what I mean, of your ear channel, and you're like, okay, it's fine. But like, oh good, you did come home. That's right. I was gonna bring you home because he was out at the thing. Oh, you could change out of wet clothes, sweetie. I'm so sorry. More choices. Change out of wet clothes. Don't throw a tantrum. That's not you. There you go. You feel better? You sad. Shared sadness from someone nearby. Oh my god, please tell me you have shared sadness with your fucking brother who, like, hates you, kind of. I wish you could tell. No. No idea. Alright, well, anyway. Are you feeling a little... Yeah, it's gonna be like I was out in the rain. He's gonna get sick. Bringing out the best from adoring someone nearby. He's such a goddamn little gem, isn't he? Privacy invaded. I don't know why. You're happily playing, being a butthole. No, you're being a good kid. Everyone else is going to bed. Okay, well, we'll just focus on you. No, your nephew's sleeping. You can't play with him. I'm sorry. Oh, wait, were you the one that was sad? Like, you have some flirty relationship. You got lots of flirties with lots of people, huh? You're just a flirt. Again, you kind of just flirt too, even though you're never going to have a real relationship. But, like, what did we say? Like, I don't think he'd be able to, even if he wanted to. I mean, I think he likes the flirting and everything. And I think he likes the idea or the concept in his head of like he's seeing this, like, oh, family with my own, like, blah, blah, blah. But I don't think if given the opportunity, even if Ambrose was like, you know what? Go, get married, have your own kids, get the hell away from me. Like, I don't think Ansel would do it. I kind of feel like he's very much, like, just... I think he likes flirting, and I think he likes the concept and the idea, but I don't think he would ever execute it. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I love the idea of fantasizing about a family, but I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? Because there's something drastically different about imagining something and being like, I mean, except for being like fabulously wealthy. Like, I'm pretty sure I could fucking handle that, you know? But like, there's always something you think of something and you're like, yeah, like, I'm gonna imagine being an astronaut. Probably take a lot of work, and I don't think I'm gonna do that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it'd be kind of terrifying at the same time. So I think for Ansel, it's the same thing. It's like, yeah, thinking of like, oh yeah, he can flirt with people and stuff like that, but thinking about, you know, actually going out there and meeting someone for real and like opening up all your deep dark secrets that you basically killed your dad. I mean, we didn't do it, really. It was an accident. that was my fault. It's not really yours. But like all of your like back trauma and shit like that, and opening up all of that, and the fact that your brother's kind of an asshole. You're a little bit. I mean, you're good, but you let your brother get away with shit that he probably shouldn't. And I feel like most people would be like, you shouldn't enable your fucking brother's assholery. You know what I mean? And yet we do. But, you know, and I think just opening himself up and 100% laying yourself that bare with someone, you know what I mean? I don't think he could do that. I don't think he wants to do that. Could he if he tried? Yeah, but I think it's a fear thing. Plus, there's a comfort in the life that he has, like kind of being here, having the family kind of unit. It's not really his responsibility. You know what I mean? If you think about it, because you're just the uncle, you know, but you're there for the kids and you love the kids. Or especially too, think about it. Like even if you were like, yeah, maybe I want kids. You see Miles. Miles is such a good kid, and you're like, yeah. And then you see Leona, and you're like, no. You know what I mean? There's always that kid you meet in your life somewhere. You're like, man, if my kid were like this kid, I'd be fine having kids because like this kid's cool. But you know you'd end up with the fucking asshole, and then you'd be like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like my birds. I have Neelix sitting right here. He's just being a fucking little gem. Sometimes he's an asshole, but you know, he's just sitting here snugging, all puffed up, mean, cute as shit. And then you have the tiny demon bird who, you know, tiny demon bird's actually the perfect example in and of himself because some days he's really cute and nice and he'll sit on your hand, talks to you, and you're like, you're so cute. And then 2 seconds later, he's basically trying to rip your fucking finger off, screaming at you and being a psycho. And it's like, you never fucking know what you're going to get in one day, but it's like, it'd be that. And I feel like Ansel kind of has that fear. Kids like, yeah, I could have a really great kid like Leona. I mean, like Leona, like Miles, or I could have the evil, whiny fucking child like Leona. And it's easier kind of just to not put himself out there and not do these things. Plus, I mean, if you think about it, I feel like he's kind of a little more in control. Like, if he just kind of, because he doesn't really have a lot of control over anything. I feel like in this family, in this life, in the whole childhood growing up, it was always fucking Ambrose. Oh, right, you still have that. 2 hours? Oh, no! Whoa, 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 whoa. I thought we had time. I thought we had more time than that. Oh, well. Yeah, I did this in one of my other games where I got the tense thing, and I swear it said 2 days. Maybe I'm stupid and it said 2 hours. And then my Sims got married and I didn't get the money for it. And he's about ready to lose this. Yeah, so we definitely didn't get that inheritance. That's all right. I guess I timed that wrong because I thought we did you know what? I might have forgotten that we selected that on him when I set up the wedding. Because like it's not even like, oh, 2 days. The wedding is 3 days away. So even if I feel like I counted out the days and thought that we would get it just in time, and now that so did we? I don't know if I just forgot that we had that, or if I counted the days and maybe I counted wrong. But I do feel like I wouldn't have been like, oh, it's 5 days and I counted 7. You know what I mean? But whatever, it's fine. It's not a big deal. We've got enough money. We don't have a money tree, do we? No, that's okay. Nobody has jobs in this house. We should probably get Liam a job. That would actually probably be a good idea too. When oh shit, Lakes Fitness. Sure, yeah. Okay. Whoops. When after we get married, we could get him a job, right? Because that'll be like Leona's birthday. Leona will age up and then think like, oh, okay, I can have time to spend with my dad. And then like Liam, the kinder parent, the more parenty parent, will have a job and not be around as much. And then, you know, and when does Miles age up? Miles doesn't age up. Okay. And yet you have Ambrose who's actually being... You just put the toddler in the bathtub and walked away. That's why he's glitching. Did you just flirt? Give Leona a bubble bath. You just You're dizzy from illness. Hold on. There was some kind of a weird, like, woohoo thing with them. Did you just flirt with my fucking husband? That would actually be quite fucking funny. I'm not gonna force that, but like, if you actually were to flirt with your fucking brother-in-law, oh my god, all it would take is one flirt with your brother-in-law for him to die. Not sick, you're fine. Let's have you study hard, not that it matters. Actually, you're a C student. That's fine. I'm gonna have you make friends. Who's calling you? I'm off to GeekCon. Yeah, no. I don't really want to go. We should, but he's tired because this motherfucker don't know how to goddamn sleep when he's supposed to. Let's have you pee, and then why don't you go to bed? He also doesn't know how to actually sleep in his bed. He always just naps, which is just fucking weird. Can you, like, come over here and sleep a little instead of napping on the couch? Like, I don't know. Anyway. So, you want to discipline your toddler, teen, or child. Can we, like, discipline him for, like, playing? Give a talking to. Does that count as discipline? I don't think it does. Yeah, it doesn't, but that's all right. Parenting. I don't really think he would learn how to say sorry. I don't think we should bother. I'm not gonna. It doesn't really matter. Are you? Oh, you're talking about your day. And he's just in here. You want to join the criminal career? Well, you know what? Fine. You know what? Why don't we do that? Business. You know what? Actually, that's pretty good. We'll have you join the criminal career. You know what? No, I'm actually going to do that afterward. Hold on. When he ages up to a child, like, that's when we'll get them both jobs. So then he's going to be kind of gone at night. And then Liam's going to be gone most of the day, probably with whatever job he has. And Ansel will be around, and Ansel will try his best, but I kind of feel like Leona would kind of push him away. Because you're not my dad. And it's not even like, he had a great time. Okay, good. Good for you. Well, he said, I'm in love. But, gain friendly relationship with a family member. Aww. You know what I mean? Like, I think he would try. Well, he might be the only person that, like, Leona gets along with. What is supposed to just, like... You have to have a bad relationship with your sibling and your parent. So, yeah, Ansel could be the only person that Leona has a decent relationship with in the family. Because I feel like he would start to resent, like, Liam and Ambrose for just all of a sudden, like, never being around as a child. You know what I mean? He needs help and they're just never around. And honestly, Ambrose hates kids. So the fact that he actually does shit for his children is really weird to me. Because you would think that a sim that hates kids would not just get tense around children's stuff, would also try to actively avoid being around their own offspring, and yet he's over here chatting like no big deal to a child when he hates children. I mean, listen, I don't like kids either, but I'm not gonna like be mean to kids that I know or my family members. But that also, but it does make you like, I don't really want to hang around kids. Although, I feel like the people who don't, it's the same thing when you don't like cats. You're like at a house and someone has a cat. You're like, I'm not a fan of cats. The cat's like, I'm a fan of you, though. Same with kids. Kids like me and I don't fucking know why. Why? It's like they sense. They're like, you're awkward with kids. You're not a kid fan. You're my best friend. Why? You know. It's different when they get a little older, but like, I don't like other people's children. Like my family member children, like nieces and nephews and stuff, like they don't bother me, I guess. It's different. You know what I mean? You're like, I guess it is different technically when they're related to you. But like, you know what I mean? I'd still like kids screaming or like babies crying still grates on my nerves, whether they're related to you or not. But it is different when like if you're at someone's house, like you're at your sister's house and their kids are all playing in the backyard screaming and stuff, you're like, it's different than if you're at your own house and there's kids down the street screaming and you're like, I just want to go shake my cane at them. You know what I mean? I don't have a cane. I'm saying. You know what I mean? Like, it is definitely different. But, and definitely I definitely would never have my own because fuck that shit. But, are you doing okay over here? I kind of want to get to this damn wedding. What the hell day is it? Thursday. We're never going to get to it. Oh, you're home from school. You should probably actually, like, do your homework and shit. Now Liam is afraid of death. Why are you afraid of death, Oliver? Oh, you got electrocuted. What were you doing? What did you do that got you electrocuted? All of a sudden, did you fix something? You must have fixed something. Yeah, he's smoking. Oh, yeah, he is. He's on fire. Okay. Well, that explains that. I was like, is he marked for death or something? Like, why are you... This is what I get for not watching him. Well, I mean, how long does that last? Okay, don't go try to fix anything. There's a part of me that wants to try to go make him fix something. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I actually don't, on purpose, want you to die before we have the wedding. I want you guys to get married so that, like, Leona can age up without anybody remembering it's his birthday. Can I go mop puddles? Yeah, you can't get to those puddles. They're in the wall. I saw them. They're on the other side of the bathtub in the wall, and I was like, oh, well, whatever. As long as people don't get the, like, dirty moodlet, I really do wish we could move puddles in build mode. I mean, I understand if you can't delete them, but I want to be able to move them, because sometimes they end up underneath a piece of furniture, and you're like, now I gotta move the furniture, and then I gotta mop, and then I gotta move the furniture back, and that's annoying. So I'd rather be able to go into build mode and be like, okay, let me move the puddle someplace where they can reach it. You know what I mean? You could also place puddles. They were in build mode. I kind of want them to be unlockable. I don't know why I would care if you could move them, but... Okay, so everybody's sleeping at 8 o'clock at night. Wait, are you napping? You need to actually fucking sleep? I'm not sure why you don't actually sleep. And I'm going to have you go to bed. Oh, you are going to go to bed. And now you're awake. Okay, well that's fine. You need to go pee. Where's the toilet in here? Oh, it's right here. Use that. It's right there. Don't walk across the house. Like, oh, I gotta go walk over here to pee. No, don't. Please don't do that. Alright, let's actually have you sleep. Have you sleep. I'm gonna, like, cheat your needs down so that you're both kind of tired. So that you'll actually sleep for a little while. No. Sleep. 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 Do not go goddamn swimming. Okay, cool. Now everybody's sleeping, so that's really cool. I just kind of want to super speed because I want to get to the wedding. We'll get to it next time. I don't think it's going to be in this part, to be honest with you, because it's only Wednesday. There's no way we're getting through fucking Wednesday. Brad's awake. Poor child. Poor child. It is actually strange, though, that Miles, like, ended up with, like, a skin tone that's just so much darker than everybody's. Like, that's just the way he aged up. And it's like, I mean, it's fine, but it's, like, strange. I was like, I mean, everybody's kind of, like, mid-toned. But he definitely, I think it's because my skin tones are custom content. So, like, it just picks something that's kind of sort of in the middle. And it's, like, not actually accurate. You know what I mean? Grab a serving of that. That's all we fucking have. Somebody's going to need to learn to cook because... I understand you hating your life here. All we get is Kahlua pork because the neighbors constantly bring it over. every time. Oh, that's it. There is literally no more food in this house. All right, well, you're going to have to get up. I'm going to need you to go pee, and then I'm going to need you to... Okay, never mind. Oh, I was going to, like, serve breakfast, but I guess because it's 2 a.m. Let's make some eggs and toast. Then let's also cook some BLTs. And then let's also cook you know what? Actually, you know what we should throw in here? Make a salad. We need to balance out some of like the 50 pounds of Kahlua pork that we fucking eat constantly. BLTs. I don't normally like tomato, but like I did get them recently. Okay. My last grocery experience, right? Because like I'm not supposed to be driving because of my random brain issues, which are fine. Like I've actually been fine for like 3 weeks now. I think it definitely was just the vitamin D in my body, like not comprehending how to deal with that. Clean them up. More choices. Parenting, or toddler care. Change his diaper. There you go. Is he like refusing? Can we just throw a temper tantrum? Throw a fit! Just throw a fit! Yeah! He's like, I'm gonna give you a bath whether you like it or not, you demon. Cool. You did not... I'm gonna have you resume eggs and toast. Because we need food. You need to finish making something. Anyway, so like, since I can't drive, I gotta like have somebody get food for me, right? So I've been getting groceries delivered, but of course my grocery store needs to do it themselves, and now they switched to what's it called? Instacart, which I really fucking hate. Because like now it's like somebody else goes to the store, buys all your shit, and then brings it to you. And before, the grocery store would like, it would be like if you ordered from Target, where somebody would go around, pick up all your stuff, throw it in, and then throw it in your car. Or they would then, a delivery person, a different company would come pick it up and drive it to you. I liked that better, the grocery store picking it up for you, than having like, because the grocery store was fucking competent. I feel like the first time I did it with the Instacart people, it was fine. But this last time, like the woman, I mean, it was fine because like things weren't there. I said no substitution, so she just kind of was like, "This isn't there." She did sub one thing because like one of the salads that I wanted was like a big like double size. They didn't have it, so she got me the one that was like smaller but the same. Like it was like a Santa Fe chicken salad kind of thing. So she gave me the same thing. So I'm like, that's fine. You know, it's half the price because it's half the size, which. Whatever. I just got the bigger one because I was like, oh, that'll be a good, nice, big dinner salad, right? But I'm like, whatever. I'm okay with it. But like, I asked for 3 jalapenos. She obviously didn't look at them. She just grabbed them, which, I mean, because they were trying to get in and out fast. But that's why I like the grocery store people, because they would always get the best. Or they wouldn't go to the floor. They would just grab the fruit and the vegetables and shit from the back. So they were fresher. It was a little bit better. I never had a lot of problems with it. The only problem I had was every once in a while the store people wouldn't look at your eggs, and you're like, so you'd get 18 eggs and 6 of them are broken, and you're like, are you fucking shitting me? But that's just a thing that like parents did not teach their children, is when you go to the grocery store, check your fucking eggs. Where the hell is it under business? Where is it under? Is it under house? Oh, purchase lottery ticket. Purchase a lottery ticket. Purchase a lottery ticket. Purchase a lottery ticket before I forget. Anyway, so I asked for 3 jalapenos. I got 15. She spent $3 on jalapenos. I didn't need $3 worth of jalapenos. Thank God, like, you can just chop them up and freeze them or whatever. But I'm like, I don't need 15. I wanted 3. But this is exactly why I did this. When I was going to get tomatoes, because this is my long-ass story. I normally get the little tomatoes on a vine. They're smaller, but like that's fine. And I usually like, okay, I'll get one vine, right? And it says on there it's like 4 to 5. Sometimes I grab like 3 when I do it myself. Like if I go to the grocery store, but I'm like, okay, like I'm fine with 4 little tomatoes, right? They're not huge, but they're fine. But I was like, if I put one, even though it says it's on the vine and there's about 4 to 5 per vine, I guarantee you that person is going to bring me one itty bitty fucking tiny tomato, right? So I did the regular because exactly she would have. She also didn't look at the tomato. She just grabbed one because I'm like, there was like a spot on the top of it where it's starting to get like gross. So I'm like, I could top it off and it was fine. I could still use it. But I'm like, did you look? It's like, fuck. Like, oh my God. Like, I think too, it's because honestly, I did the within 2 hours. And it's basically like you get the order, you get it, you've got to have it. I'm like, no. Because I have till like if I'm ordering at 11:30, I have till noon to check out to guarantee a 2-hour spot. All I'm saying is like just before 2, but it's like nope, they'll have it to you by 1:30. So I'm like they rush faster. And it's like I'm like maybe I should do it within 5 hours. You know what I mean? Like that should be fine. Are you? Let's just chat over here with Savannah. She's feeling flirty despite the fact that she's not interested in anyone. She's very flirty, but we can't even flirt with her because she's not interested in Wu. I kind of like that though, where he's like, he knows she's not interested in any of this, so he's not going to do it. And yet, she's flirty. I can't visit you tomorrow. Why don't you just come over here? Cash, Jesus, we can't come visit you. We don't have time. We got a wedding tomorrow. Also, like... Hey, Dad. Alright, why don't you just go invite your dad in? More choices. Friendly... Okay, never mind. He just came in. Who do we actually have? Tense from being around family. Nervous around family! He's like, God damn it! Ah! He's like, fucking, this is gonna be great. Can we edit the event? I want to see. Who's our officiant? We don't have an officiant. Were we gonna ask our child to be the flower pal? Where is our child? Oh, why don't you ask him, because you're in a good mood. Why don't you ask him to be... Let's ask him to be the ring bearer. Do we know any other kids? I do kind of wish that you could have the toddlers be like the flower pals. And they could like walk down the aisle and scatter flowers. It'd be kind of cute. But I get why it would be kind of difficult to like do that. There you go. Now can we change this? Oh, whoops. Hold on. They were going to do a little hug thing. Nope, now we're just chatting. I thought they were going to hug or some shit. I don't know. Flower pal. Okay, we can't. Okay. Thought we just asked him to be our flower pal, but I guess not. Huh. I don't know. Ask him about his... Ask if single! I would hope so. He's a child. Could have like one of those little elementary school crushes. Not enough exercise. Alright, you know what? Why don't you... More choices. Go jogging. Go for a jog. Get out there. Do your shit. He's supposed to be the flower pal at our wedding, but I don't know if we're going to be able to. Sad. Shared sadness. Oh, dear God. Fine, Esther. Invite her in. Why does all my family have to fucking be here? Ambrose is like, I'm not here for this. Oh, poor Ambrose. He was tense about family before. Nervous around family. He's never been comfortable around relatives. And now his fucking sister's here. It's kind of funny that he's nervous around family, doesn't give a shit that his brother lives here. But like his dad coming up and then his sister being around is like, oh dear God. I got a special gift for you. Are you feeling better now because you got some exercise? Not the best image. Liam, every party is worth it. Are you crawling into bed? Cry it out. Oh! She got the gift for fucking Ansel. That's funnier. You got a vanilla cupcake. Why in the world did you just fucking fart? I hate mischief. So why did you do that? Delirious from illness. That explains it. I'm delirious from illness. That's why I farted on everyone. Did you actually make that fucking salad I told you to make? I don't think you did. Oh, you did. Okay, I put it away before. That's fine. Well, okay, that's in your inventory, so that's fine. But anyway, now you're... Oh, he's angry. Why is he angry? Try to calm him down. Like, what the fuck is your problem, Dad? Jesus. You know what? I feel like Cash is pissed because he's like, I came over here to spend time with my sons. I spend time with Esther all the fucking time. She lives at home with me. Like, I was just gonna have a moment with you guys without her here. And then she's like, but Dad, it's not fair. I want to show up. You wouldn't even know they're fucking related because Esther doesn't have pink hair like the boys. Poor Esther. Yeah, sure. Go for it. Not sure who you are or why all of a sudden your custom content's borked. It's like, I have some stuff too that's lately been doing that. Like, oh, you don't have the mesh. And I'm like, but I didn't delete that. So like, where did it go? Like, I don't know what happened. Unless it just broke. Because like it's especially like I know I got rid of like pants and shoes and like whatever, and like that guy probably has a hair that I got rid of and like he had a recolor or something. That's fine. That happens. You know, but I had like horns and like fantasy kind of stuff. And I know I didn't get rid of any of that stuff because I like that for like my vampire spellcasters, werewolves, whatever. What in the heck is she running? You know, and now all that's gone and it's really fucking weird. Oh, you're hungry. Liam is hungry. We don't want him getting taken away. We want him to have a miserable fucking upbringing, but not like that bad. Let's get you some eggs and toast. How about that? Why don't you come here, grab a serving, whiny bastard? Ah, damn brat needs food. I'm just kidding. Poor child. Look, I love you, even if no one else does. Because you're going to be our heir, so, you know. Alright, it's Wednesday at 7 and everybody's in bed, but like, I just want to get... And then I want Leona to age up. And that'll be next week, and it'll be so great. Because, like, he's going to age up and be like, it's my birthday and you didn't celebrate? Like, I mean, okay, so, like, I mean, theoretically, like, obviously a toddler is not going to give a flying fuck if you forget their birthday. They have no goddamn fucking concept or remember what the hell's going on. But because in The Sims he's going from toddler to child, I feel like, okay, he would be, like, normally, I guess he would be of the age where maybe he knows it's his birthday. He's aware it's his birthday. His parents are getting married on his birthday. He still thinks they're going to have a surprise party or something for him, and then they don't, and they just completely forgot, and he's like, wait, what? Huh? Like, he would be at that age where he, like right now, he's at an age where, like, he has no fucking clue. You know what I mean? Toddlers, I don't think they really have much of a clue. Like, you could tell them it's their birthday when it's not. Like, I'm not really sure he can, like, you know, he knows what fucking date it is. You know what I mean? Like, but like this birthday would be, you know, one where he obviously would know, oh, it's my birthday. And then they're having a wedding and he's like, that's a little strange, but like, all right, fine. Or especially because not that he would understand it. He would comprehend what they're saying, but he wouldn't understand. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, they would be talking, like, Ambrose and Liam would be like, okay, well, we have to get married for this inheritance, blah, blah, blah. Let's just do this, blah, blah. Even though the inheritance thing's gone, but that's why they were getting married when they were. So, like, yeah, okay, let's just do this. So we're going to get this inheritance, and that's fine. Like, we might as well. We have 2 kids. Like, fine, sure. And they're kind of discussing about this and planning this wedding for this inheritance thing. So, like, Leona has heard these conversations, understands that, like, oh, his parents are getting married because of this inheritance thing. So they're kind of just doing it on whatever. It's not like the date's special to them or anything. And, like, I feel like it's something that he would be able to, like, analyze more as he gets older, right? But, like, he'll have heard them talking about this. So at some point he's going to know, okay, they got married just for this inheritance. Why the hell did it have to be on my birthday? But, like, maybe the child, him, that's going to be dealing with this literally tomorrow, is like, oh, okay, they have to get married for this inheritance thing. So you want to ask Ambrose about his day? Well, he's sleeping, so we can't do that. You know, so he'd be like, oh, okay, they're getting married for this inheritance thing, and unfortunately it's on my birthday, and that's okay. Again, comprehends what they're saying, doesn't understand it. You know what I mean? Because you're a kid, you're like, I don't understand. Why can't you just do this any other day? Like, you know what I mean? Like, as a kid, like, imagine if you were a young child and it's like, oh, grandma died, but it's my birthday. Yeah, but you can't go, why? You know what I mean? Like, there's like a disconnect with, like, sometimes putting pieces together and going, oh yeah, some shit you can't control. You know what I mean? Because you don't quite grasp that at a certain age when you're a child. So I feel like he would kind of, like, have been used to people talking about the wet and this is what's happening, and, like, so he would know, logically, I guess, know from all the times he's been told, they are getting married on my birthday for this inheritance thing, but he still wouldn't understand, why does it have to be my birthday? Oh, couldn't it have been yesterday or the day after? Like, this is about me, you know? But also, you know, so then he's going to still be thinking, like, well, okay, they're getting married on my birthday, but then we'll have a party for me after, so that's fine. You know what I mean? I almost feel like Ansel probably would have told him, like, don't worry, it's okay. Like, they're getting married on your birthday, but it's still your birthday. We'll do something for you later. You know, likes wellness. Yes, actually. But then nobody does anything and they completely forget about his birthday and there's no cake. But, like, then it's like, but Ansel wouldn't have let that slide. So I feel like Ansel also might have forgotten. You know what I mean? Or maybe he doesn't step over that bound, like that boundary, that line. He's like, I'm not going to step over that line and make a cake or do anything because he's, like, expecting, because, like, it's not his place. You know what I'm saying? Like, I wouldn't just show up to my sister's house on one of the kids' birthdays and be like, I brought a cake and balloons and a clown and I planned this party, because it's not my fucking place. It's not my fucking kid. You know what I mean? If your sibling asks you for help, or like, oh, hey, would you mind picking up a girl, blah, blah, blah. Or yeah, you do it, but you don't just show up with that shit, because it's not your motherfucking place. So even though Ansel lives here, I don't think he'd think it was his place. He wouldn't think about, like, well, I'll make sure that there's a cake or something because he doesn't think they're going to forget or just ignore their child like that. You know what I mean? Like, because, like, Liam's always very, like, they're all very, like, honestly, even Ambrose has been very good with his own fucking children, surprisingly. You know what I mean? Like, taking care of them and doing shit. So I feel like Ansel wouldn't really think that, like, they are gonna forget. But they absolutely do. And then I feel like Ansel would be the one that, like, okay, Leon, cupcake. You know, because you forgot your birthday. And wait, where's your husband? You want to ask him about his days, so. Oh, oh, good for, who the fuck is this lady and why is she in my house? More choices, friendly. Ask about day. Who is she and why is she in my house? Do we know her? Do you know her? Why are these people just showing up in my fucking house lately? Like, this is just what's happening. Who is she and why is she in my house? This has been happening a lot lately in all my games, that random Sims just show up in my motherfucking house. And there's no reason for it because I don't have naps. Oh, that's not what I meant. Neighborhood action plans. There should be none because it's not enabled. And yet, people just show up in my house. I don't fucking know why. And then, anyway. But yeah, so like, so Leona would kind of know that the wedding's happening on his birthday, blah, 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 but he'd still be expecting that there's still going to be a party later. And I also kind of feel like he wouldn't say anything as a child. He wouldn't be like, hello, what the fuck about my birthday, bitches? He'd kind of like think that there's a surprise party and like maybe comment about it or whatever. Or like sometime of a fact that they're all singing in here, like having a grand old time while Leona's like minding his own fucking business in another room is kind of funny. Because this is basically what's going to be. Because I also feel like maybe Leona would kind of express something to Miles, like, I think they forgot something. Like, I mean, this is important to me, you know, kind of like hinting, are we going to go surprise party or something? Instead of being like, they forgot my birthday. And Miles would be like, you know what, it's not about you. It's about our dad's getting married. Like, just let them have their time. Like, God, like, simmer, like, you know, kind of like chide his brother for like being selfish when, you know, I mean, it's your birthday. You know what I mean? You're a child. When you're a child, your birthday is like hugely important. I mean, some people feel that way when you're an adult. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, it is kind of sad when you're like, oh, my birthday's over. It's not my birthday anymore. You do feel kind of special on your birthday. You know what I mean? More choices, parenting, discipline, strict, yell at him for making a mess. You also yell at him for making a mess? No, you can't. Damn. I wanted to also yell at him for making a mess. Well, the yelling at starts now. The lottery was awesome! None of us are gonna win. But anyway, yeah, so we'll deal with all of that, and Leona's like temper fit that he's gonna fucking throw. You know. Aw. It's an adorable little thing, isn't he? And he's gonna grow up to be an asshole. I don't think we have any traits that specifically he has to have. No. He's Gen 9. Like, holy fucking shit. We've been playing this game for 3 fucking years, though, haven't we? At least 3? That seems crazy. Because then I'm like, wow, we're already at Gen 9! I mean, we're on he's Gen 9, but like, what the fuck? It's so crazy that this one's gonna, like, obviously not end this year because it's, like, November. And, like, December. I mean, but it'll be ending next year. Like, it takes a few months to play a generation, but, and honestly, he's going to grow up to a child, and then we have to do the teenage years, and then whatever, so we got at least 6 more months, probably. This is, honestly, it's funny, because it's been, like, 3+ years to get to 8 generations, but I feel like it's going to be probably like another fucking year. We'll probably be like at least fall of next year probably before we like actually finish, because especially now with the teenagers taking so. Why do you always nap instead of sleeping? What is your fucking deal? Actually, you know what? I want you to take a shower first. But yeah, so we'll have the wedding and everything like that tomorrow. Tomorrow next week. Technically today in Sims time, but yeah. And actually, what time is our wedding? 3 p.m. That's gonna be great. Anyway, I will see you guys next time. Remember to give the video a big thumbs up and subscribe to see more.